YouTubers, this is Tammy, your favorite life coach with Elevated Living today. All right, thank you guys for tuning in for yet another video. And guess what I'm going to be discussing on this video? This is my third video tonight. I got to get them out. So busy, okay? But on this video, I am going to be talking about how to find love. Ooh, do we supposed to be finding love anyway? The Bible says love is shed abroad in our hearts. So are we just supposed to be being love? Well, anyways, how to find love. Love is a strong affection for another, arising out of kinship or personal ties. I know because I got it on my notepad here, okay? So stay tuned to make sure I don't miss any pointers. Okay? And love is the most powerful energy. Oh my God. It's the most powerful energy. I was going to say on the face of the earth, but love is the most powerful energy anywhere. Anywhere. Love is. And love is just something we are born naturally with. When we enter into this realm, this earthly realm, and we're faced with life experiences, it can alter how we love and how we share love and even how we allow ourselves to be loved. But we must nurture ourselves into being able to be loved, receive love, to give love, and to give love. Okay, because we are beings of love. That is the essence of who we are, at least most of us, I believe. I know I am. And anyways, love, it does not love does not hurt. Failed expectations hurt, and disappointments hurt, but love feels good. Some people say love doesn't feel. Yes, it does. Even during the breakup, that's the disappointment that hurts. Love, when you were so in love, that felt good. But when you're falling out of love, that's when the hurt comes in. But how to find love. One of my first thing on how to find love and how I found love, is find yourself, honey. That's how I found love. And you know how I found myself? I got in touch with my Creator. I got in alignment with the Most High. I got in alignment with my Maker. I sure did. And that's what I did through prayer and meditation. That's what I push in my coaching, prayer and meditation. Because that is what brings you into alignment with who you are, and it helps you to find yourself, your calling, your gift, your forever love. Because the person, no matter who you meet and what relationship you're in, you're always going to be in relationship with yourself. Who was it? Reverend Ike that said, you only meet yourself. You never meet, when you meeting someone in another relationship, you're only meeting a mirror of yourself, some kind of where there's some attraction between the both of you that is bringing you together, that there's some type of mutual resemblance or mutual likeness that brings you together. Okay, so in life, we only meet ourselves. So the best thing to find love is to find yourself. And number 2 I have on here is to meditate. I always say that meditate. If we get into practice, we think that some people can't even be still and enjoy their own company. They're afraid to quiet the mind. But it can do some awesome things. Um, um, Also, I'm not going to get into what I was going to say. So excuse me for the stall. But meditation is an awesome tool. And then number 3 is to renew your mind and about love. You know, what is love is. You know, what is love? You got to renew your mind around love. Did you get your perspective or your belief or your view on love from just your surrounding and when you grew up? Because all of us have different beginnings, and not everybody's beginning is so functional. Some of our beginnings are very dysfunctional. I think all of us have a little dysfunction, but some of us, you know, our beginnings are not very functional at all. So on finding love, you know, we have to renew our minds around love. You know, love is kind, love is pure, love is giving, love is sacrificing. There's so many things you can touch on with love, but we need to actually renew the mind around love in a way that it will work for us. Okay? And I really can't go in any depth in that because it could be in that area. It's pretty broad, so there's no need of me trying to go into details in this video for that. Okay? But it's renew your mind on self-love. That's a pretty nice one. Renewing the mind on self-love. And I know back in 2013, I know that's when I started going through my little change in self-love, and God had to renew my mind around self-love. And you see, guys, I'm rocking my afro. Afro Jean is in the house. But I know back in 2009 was when I actually cut all of my hair off. I cut all of the perm out of my hair. I cut it down. Actually, I had went to perm my hair, and just seemed like the perm wouldn't take, so I cut it all off, and I keep cutting it. I need to let it grow. But I had, my diet had started to change. You know, I had no desire for meat anymore. And I was not with this movement, you know, with the people that's with that natural hair movement and that the vegan movement. I was not around those people. I was a person who was pretty much a loner. So I was going through this change behind closed doors in my house, you know. But anyways, alone pretty much per se. But anyways, I know my sister's husband, I remember that year he passed, and that was the same year I cut all of my hair off, and I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, I had never embraced, you know, my natural. This is what the journey God took me on, to love myself. I'm not saying this is for you. Maybe, I don't know. But I've always permed my hair. I started getting perms, I think I was 9 years old. I think I was 9. But God started taking me on this journey, and I was like, I've never embraced, and I love my natural hair. It kind of thinned out across there, but it's really thick in the back. But anyways, it's growing back. But and I just was able to embrace my hair, and I love my hair. It looks like the more I started loving my natural self, the more beautiful I look to me, the more beautiful my hair look. Because my hair is really dried out now, but it's naturally curly, especially when I put some like little that if I was to use, what's her name? Tracy Ellis Ross's product pattern, it would really curl up because my hair is just, it's naturally curly. And if I perm it, it probably, it's got a little bit of length to it, but that's not something. I like the curliness. I love it, my afro. But I started anyways. I cut it down real short. And if I stop cutting it, it would grow longer, but I keep cutting it. I don't think I'm going to cut it again. But, and I loved it. Oh my God, I loved it. I love my natural, and I love that I could see my face. I actually love the fact that I could see my face, and I just started embracing, me, my skin, my eyes, my nose. I've been embracing it, but my lips and my chin and my ears and just my natural, just loving on me. Just loving who I am, loving the skin I'm in. I just love me some me because God loves me. That's why he put his spirit in me, So, and I'm the apple of his eye, and I remember there was a time when I couldn't say that, when sometimes when people are not very loving to themselves, there's no one there really to lift them up, and there really wasn't no one there to lift me up when I wasn't so loving to myself. So now that I've really learned how to love myself, it may come across as conceit to somebody else, but I ain't got time to be worried about what people think, because I learned how to love me, and there was a time when I didn't do that, and I'm happy. And there was a time when I wasn't happy. So I don't have time to be sitting up letting people in their own mind have their own little party about what they think about me. I'm not going to join it. Don't invite me. Okay, I'll stay over here where it's happy. But anyways, I've learned how to love me. And that's one of the ways in how you can learn self-love. And I remember also this year, a friend of mine, I wanted to go to this, BB King's is a restaurant in Orlando, Florida that you can go to. And they had this thing there for Valentine's Day. They had like an event. And I asked my friend to go, and she didn't want to pay the money. And I'm like, it was only, what, $100 to get in there? And you got the VIP, the valet parking, VIP, sit in the VIP area. You got the meal, your drinks king free, and it was, you got this VIP experience. And see, I'm loving me now, and that's what I started doing. And I'm like, she didn't want to pay the money, and I'm like, how would you expect somebody else to spend that money on you and you won't spend it on yourself? So that was one of the things that came to me too. I stopped waiting for somebody to come along and treat me nice or to love me. Even though I had an ex-husband who was really, who loved me. But anything, we had to go our separate ways. But anyways, I had to learn to love me, and that's what I did. And that's how, one of the ways I found love, I would take myself out. I remember for Mother's Day that same year, I filled my living room, my kitchen table with these beautiful balloons for Mother's Day. I started to do things for myself, and like I would go to a restaurant by myself. I went to that Valentine's Day event by myself, even though I ended up meeting a couple of people there, so I ended up not being by myself. That is one of the ways. Treat yourself nice. Love on yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are. That's one of the major ways, and that's a way that you can renew your mind around love as well. Learn how to love yourself. I know I did, and it changed my life, honey. But I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm in this happy mood tonight. But I'm like that a lot, you guys, so excuse me. But anyways, that's it for my video on how to find yourself. And I hope that I've given you some pointers and some words that will, after this video, that will cause you to go on a journey on how to love yourself more, and hopefully that you will begin to experience a more elevated living today. I love you guys and thank you for tuning in. Until next time, bye now.